The pressure is intensifying for André Jardine and Club América as they step into the latest clash of the Liga MX season, a match that has become more than just another fixture. It's a test of character, resilience, and determination to silence doubters and re-establish dominance after the bitter sting of defeat in the Campeón de Campeones 2025 against Toluca, a loss that has left fans reeling and critics circling like vultures, questioning whether this version of América has what it takes to rise to championship-level form, or whether the early points collected in the tournament were merely smoke and mirrors masking deeper tactical issues. Because while they managed to scrape a narrow draw against Juarez in their opener and followed that up with an emphatic 3-1 victory over Tijuana, the truth is that consistency, intensity, and cohesion have been lacking. Traits that once defined the greatness of Las Águilas, now appearing only in flashes rather than full-throttle performances. And as they march into the Estadio Victoria to face a Necaxa side eager for redemption, the stakes couldn't be higher, not just for 3 points, but for restoring faith among their supporters, reclaiming psychological momentum, and proving to themselves that they remain contenders and not pretenders in this high-pressure league, especially when one considers the mental blow taken from that setback in California, which exposed defensive vulnerabilities and raised alarms about tactical predictability and midfield fatigue, all of which the Rayos will look to exploit mercilessly, particularly given their confidence boost after rebounding from a 3-1 defeat at the hands of the reigning Mexican champions in the opener by dismantling Querétaro with the same scoreline, signaling a team that's finding its rhythm and isn't content to play the role of underdog, but rather seeks to strike hard at home in front of their fans against one of the league's most scrutinized squads. And history only adds fuel to the fire, with 55 past meetings between these two storied clubs, where América has claimed the edge with 27 wins compared to the Necaxa's 15-13 draw splitting the rest. Yet stats mean little when emotions run high and ambitions clash violently on the pitch, especially when Necaxa will surely look to repeat their feat from the previous tournament where they shocked the Capital Giants with a 3-2 victory, a reminder that anything is possible in Liga MX, where momentum shifts quickly and underestimation can be fatal. And this time, both teams arrive with confirmed lineups that underline their intent. For Necaxa, Luis Onsain stands guard between the posts, flanked by Alexis Peña, Thomas Jacob, and Christian Calderon anchoring the defense, while Kevin Rosero, Agustin Palavecino, Diego de Buen, Joan Rojas, and Jose Rodriguez form a dynamic midfield engine, supported up front by the powerful presence of Didier Cambindo and Ricardo Monreal, a combination of strength, creativity, and speed designed to put América's backline under relentless pressure. Meanwhile, América responds with a starting 11 that screams of tactical ambition and urgency, led by Luis Molagon in goal, with Israel Reyes, Kevin Alvarez, Christian Borja, and Ramon Juarez solidifying the defensive wall, while midfielders Alvaro Fidalgo, Isaías Violante, and Alan Cervantes look to dominate possession and tempo, backed by Alexis Gutierrez, Victor Davila, and Jose Zúñiga spearheading the attack with sharp movements and a hunger for goals. And as the match unfolds, every tackle, every pass, every shot will carry the weight of expectation, especially on Jardine, whose tactical decisions will be dissected under the microscope of public opinion and whose leadership is being tested under fire. Because this isn't just about tactics, it's about pride, response, and redemption. And for América, the time to make a statement is now, not in the next match, not in the playoffs, but today, in this very battle against the Necaxa team that has proven it fears no one and will not bow to the badge or the past glories of Cuapa, because on the pitch, history means nothing unless you make it count in the present. And with fans watching closely and critics sharpening their knives, this encounter becomes a proving ground for both squads, for philosophies, for grit, and for future aspirations. Because one victory can shift the energy of an entire season, and one defeat can send even the biggest club spiraling into chaos. And for América, the mission is crystal clear. Win back the fans, win back the confidence, and win back the narrative. Because second chances are rare in football, and Necaxa will not wait for América to find its rhythm. They will look to shatter it, exploit the gaps, and expose any lingering doubts left in the aftermath of the Campeón de Campeones loss. And if Jardine's men don't show up with fire in their hearts and precision in their feet, they may find themselves caught in a storm too fierce to weather, as Necaxa plays with the fury of a side rising from early wounds, determined to carve their name into the storyline of this tournament. And in the grand theater of Liga MX, where drama is guaranteed and reputations are forged under floodlights and roar, this clash between Necaxa and Club América will echo far beyond 90 minutes, resonating through locker rooms, boardrooms, and headlines across Mexico. Because this isn't just a game, it's war disguised as football, a collision of identities, and a moment that could define the trajectory of the season for both sides.